This is a land of dreams and madness. Children's stories come to life.
Hello there. Welcome to Tales from Peridia, Season 2. Technically, the first episode of Season 2 was the lightsaber video with Sean and Darth Christensen, but this is the first episode of, the OG videos that we used to do, where it would just be me and the camera, and we talk for however long I can fucking talk for about whatever topic I'm talking about, and we just go from there. Now, I want to say, I've posted about it multiple times, but I'm going to put it in a video too. The fan segments have dropped in engagement and responses, so they're on hold. Simple, straight, cut and dry. We're not doing fan segments anymore. Hopefully one day we can bring them back, and hopefully people will respond to them. You know? It's just I don't see a point in continuing to do them if nobody's going to engage with it. But enough of that. First, I want to say get Jeremy Bloor on Mandalore, to 100 subscribers. We're going to check this live because a couple days ago he posted that he was at 95 subscribers. So we're going to check Bloor on Mandalore. He is at 98 subscribers, guys. Two more subs. Two more subs, and this man is in the 100 sub club. Let's do it. You got it, bud. But today, we are going to be discussing my top 5 favorite movies of all time. These are movies that I never get tired of, that I could throw on any day of the week, any time of the day, any mood that I'm in, and it'll instantly bring me happiness and joy. I'll never get tired of them. They're amazing. I love them. You're going to hear me say amazing and great a lot. But I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it about whatever I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and get into it with number 5. Okay. So there is a lot of controversy around my number 5 because of the writer slash director. He did some pretty terrible things that we're not going to talk about, that you can actually just go look up your fucking self. And unfortunately, within the second movie of this franchise, you can kind of, even in the first one, once you know the backstory, it's kind of, you could somewhat see elements of it. But I've been a fan of this movie ever since I was like 6, 7 years old. So I just recently learned about the controversy about 2 years ago, I want to say. And, having loved the movie so long before knowing about it, it's easier, easier for me to separate the art from the artists and the characters from the actors in any project that I'm watching, reading. It doesn't matter. But, some people still, oh, you're still supporting. I love the movie way beforehand. And I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck is he even talking about? It's Jeepers Creepers from 2001. I'm not even going to say the director's name. I'm not going to say the writer's name. It's the same person. But you got these two siblings, brother and sister, Derry and Trish. I forget their last names. Probably should have done a little research and refreshed my memory beforehand. But they're traveling home for spring break. They're going home to visit their parents. They take the back roads home, the country roads home, through Pertwilla County, Florida. I think that's what it is. And just everything from the opening chase scene with the old beat up truck coming very blurred in the background, and then it just full on, and when they stumble across him dumping the body inside of the fucking pipe that leads to the bottom of the church, the house of pain, and it's just seeing it, even though you could clearly tell that these are like horribly made, like mannequin wax figure things, it's still so disturbing to see so many bodies stitched together. Like Derry says, it's a psycho version of the Sistine Chapel. You don't really know what is chasing them until almost the end of the fucking movie, and it really works. I mean, just randomly at one point he fucking you just get to see the creeper. Jonathan Breck, Justin Long, I forget the actress who plays Trish. They all did amazing. They all did fucking amazing. The second one's really good too. The third and the fourth one, we're not even going to acknowledge those because they don't exist. If in case you haven't noticed, I have a theme, a reoccurring theme of I don't like to believe in certain sequels. But yeah, if you're gonna watch Jeepers Creepers, separate the art from the artist. Give it a watch. It is honestly one of the first and one of the best horror movies that I saw growing up, and it still gives me that fucking knot in the stomach feel, and I love it. I absolutely love the first two movies, but I love the first one a little bit more than the second one. Number four, we have Starship Troopers. Oh my fucking god. I randomly stumbled across this film because I inherited a lot of my DVDs that I now own and have like in my collection, like uh right behind the camera actually. Um I got it from my grandpa when he died, and I just gotta say, I had no idea what the fuck it was going into it, and now that I know it is space space military, space soldiers versus bugs, spiders, it's fucking great. I mean, I've only seen the first and the third one because apparently the second one, well, one, I only own the first and the third, but apparently the second one doesn't actually have like any of the characters from the first movie, but the first one, I mean, you got your main character. I got his name pulled up here. What was his name? It says Juan Rico, but I want to say it was like Johnny Rico or something like that. But he joined. So in the world of Starship Troopers, you got two factions basically of humanity. You've got civilians and you've got citizens. And if I remember correctly, the citizens have more rights than civilians because civilians are just like your ordinary Joe Blow, go work a 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah. And citizens, they sign up for whatever part of the space military. They're allowed to have kids. They're allowed to do this. They're allowed to do that. And it's fucking, it's vulgar. It's fucking gory. It's awesome. I mean, the graphics really aren't that great, but it's honestly just such a great, turn your brain off, throw a movie on for 2.5 hours. I can't remember how long it is. It might even be fucking shorter than fucking 2 hours, to be honest with you, because it was so, it was just so great that time flew by. I didn't know how long the fucking time was that passed by. I know that within the first 5 seconds of the movie, you get the iconic, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit meme. And it's just fucking great. Man, it just the story of screw off Facebook. But you got Mr. Rico, he joins the military to follow his girlfriend. They get sent to different factions of the military. She breaks up with him, and then he just works his way up, and Just give it a watch. Easily fucking 10 out of 10. Number 3 is honestly one of the only superhero movies that I have on this list. I like superhero movies, but this one is just my absolute favorite of all the superhero movies. It beat a lot of movies that I have seen, a lot of movies that I have on my fucking shelves, and that is going to be Sam Raimi's 2002 Spider-Man. This movie was one of the first non-Star Wars movies that I watched that shaped my personality and my life, and it shaped me. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen this movie. I mean, it's so it's like I said earlier, it's you're going to hear me say great and amazing. It's amazing. It's great. Just the pure joy and nostalgic feeling I have when I throw this movie on. The soundtrack, the graphics, the story, Tobey Maguire, Kristen Dunst, James Franco, fucking Willem Dafoe, Rosemary Harris, I forget who plays Uncle Ben. They all do an amazing job. Now, I might not like the character of Mary Jane, but but everybody in this movie is just fucking great. Oh man, if I had, I'm probably gonna have a great and amazing counter up in the corner. I probably fucking won't. I definitely fucking won't. But just Peter getting bit by the spider and Norman's transformation pretty much happening right after one another. Like, we spend time with Peter, we spend time with Norman, we spend time with Spider-Man, we spend time with the Goblin. It just goes back and forth. Then you got J.K. Simmons as fucking, I want pictures of Spider-Man! Fucking, it's, every time I hear Spider-Man, I think Tobey Maguire. And now, I gotta say, Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man. I don't think that I think he's a little too good looking and a little too pretty boyish for Mr. Peter Parker, but he is my favorite Spider-Man. I love his movies, but unfortunately, we're not talking about Andrew Garfield. We're talking about Tobey Maguire, and just the campiness, the fun, the fucking background extras. I mean, come on, the whole put it, or what did they say? Stop it right there. I surrender. Oh boy, stop it right there. And then Goblin just fucking starts throwing all the cops and beating everybody, and then you got that one dumbass kid that's watching the fucking big ass glow balloon fly down. And just everything about that movie I love. And it is one of my favorite Spider-Man movies, even though Spider-Man 2 is the perfect fucking comic book and Spider-Man movie. The first one is just great. It's amazing. Oh my god, I love it. I love all these movies, man. I really hope you guys can see how excited I am to be talking about these movies. And in number 2, we've got Clerks 1994. Written and directed by Kevin Smith. Silent Bob himself. You got Brian O'Halloran, Jeff Anderson, Jay Muse, Silent Bob, or Kevin Smith is Silent Bob, Jay Muse, Jay, of course, and so many countless other people in the movie. It's, I mean, it just follows the wild antics of two convenience store workers. One works in RST Video, a video tape shop next to the convenience store where Randall works in the movie store, and my fucking fan just decided to fall over. But and Dante, Brian O'Halloran, works in Quick Stop, the convenience store, takes place in New Jersey, and it was made on a budget of $27,000. It was filmed in the Quick Stop that Kevin Smith was working at himself during the day. So the movie's in black and white because they were only allowed to shoot the movie on location at night. It's just it's great, man. I mean, it's wildly stupid fun. You just I want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil it. I mean, I've already kind of spoiled every other movie, and it's not really spoilers if the movie's well over fucking 20 years old, but it's great. I mean, you got Dante, someone who's down on his luck all the time, constantly getting called into work. I mean, he's not even supposed to be there that day. That's his saying. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Oh man, I love it. I love Clerks. This movie is honestly it was a tie for first place. It is my favorite non-Star Wars movie, but of course, you know, this is a Star Wars kind of centered channel. Tales from Peridia, of course. Peridia is the name of the fucking planet that Ahsoka is on right now, waiting for Ahsoka season 2. Come on, Dave. Come on, Disney. Give us a little something. I want my Luke Skywalker to come back. I want that prime Luke to come back. Come on. But before we get into the number one spot, we've got some honorable mentions. Honorable mention number one is 1975's Jaws. Steven Spielberg, dude, you fucking ate. You ate more than your prosthetic shark that didn't work. And I love it. It was one of I see it's a tie between the next honorable mention, and Jeepers Creepers. I don't remember which was the first one that I've ever actually seen, but yeah, Jaws is just great. It's a great suspenseful beach thriller movie. And I mean, to be honest with y'all, to this day, I still don't like going to the beach. I don't like going in waters that I can't see beneath me, which is funny because I will go swimming in a river with alligators, and I've seen Lake Placid. It's another one of my favorite creature feature movies, but it didn't make the list. But yeah, Jaws, if you haven't seen it, give it a shot. Everything from that opening drowning scene to the final, oh, you smile, you son of a... Quint's death, Quint's tale of the sharks attacking his platoon or whatever. I'm sorry, I'm really not up to date with my military terms, but he was in like the Navy or whatever, and they got taken out by like a fucking underwater missile or something, and next thing you know, all his entire crew's getting eaten by sharks, and he's the only one who survives. Just the acting between the three main characters, it's great. I mean, you don't even really see the shark because the shark didn't work most of the time. They had constant problems with the fucking mechanical shark that they were using. And they made do with what they got. And they absolutely ate. And it was amazing. The next honorable mention is 1984's Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jeepers Creepers, and Jaws are tied for I can't remember which one is the first horror movie that I legitimately saw growing up. So, oh, if you guys haven't seen Nightmare on Elm Street, you got Freddy Krueger, a child murderer who gets killed by the parents of Elmwood, of Springwood, Ohio, Springwood, Ohio, I think it is. But he kills a bunch of children. The parents gang up on him. They kill him with fire. He gets basically reincarnated. I mean, the lore's a little bit messy. And to be honest with you, the first and the third movie are kind of only the only good ones and only ones I really kind of enjoy watching nowadays, even though I love Freddy Krueger and the entire Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. But this first one, it fucked with me growing up. I mean, you got somebody who attacks you in your sleep. How do you protect yourself from that? You don't. I mean, I sure as fuck wouldn't be able to. I mean, for fuck's sakes, if I were not filming this video right now and I were just sitting here in this recliner, I'd be knocked out. Like, I have a terrible sleep schedule and I work overnight, so I stay up all night and, work on videos and shit during the day. But the second my fucking head hits this pillow or I fucking lean back in this recliner, it's over with. Done. I'm DONE fucked if Freddy Krueger were ever to be real. And it's another one of those movies like Jeepers Creepers that when I watch it, sometimes I still get that little knot in my stomach feeling. But number one, of course, goes to the man, the myth, the legend himself, George Lucas's Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith from 2005. This movie was the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters. I had seen the original trilogy prior to this. I had seen up to Attack of the Clones. Because you got to remember, back in 2005, when this movie came out, there was no Revenge of the Sith until it came out. So, just the opening from the battle over Coruscant, Anakin and Obi-Wan versus Dooku for the second time on the Invisible Hand, rescuing Palpatine, finding out that Padme's pregnant, Anakin turning on everybody and everything he knows because of the dreams that he's having about Padme. Now, younger me didn't understand the depths of this story. I just like the fact that I like the lightsabers and they fought all the time more than in the original trilogy. But then, even as a kid, I always had an appreciation for the Battle of the Heroes. I mean, I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. Your new empire? Don't make me kill you. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must. You will try. And then, of course, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Don't try it. Ah! You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you. You were the chosen one. It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them. Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness. I hate you! This is fucking... Just, everything about Revenge of the Sith is amazing. It's great. It is the final... I mean, come on. I can only imagine the build-up to this movie. I mean, there were people that had heard for years about Obi-Wan throwing Anakin Skywalker into a fucking volcano, or Darth Vader fell inside a volcano, and oh my god, I just wish I could go back to the first time that I watched Revenge of the Sith, but with the knowledge that I have now. Oh my god. It's just, it's such a great movie. I mean, John Williams cooked. I mean, Battle of the Heroes, Utapau, General Grievous, Palpatine's theme. I mean, it's such a great movie. It is easily my all-time favorite movie of all time. And I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised that it beat out Empire Strikes Back, because Empire is one of the best movies ever made, period. So, there is that. But, as much of a fan of Empire as I am, the fall of Anakin Skywalker, the rise of Darth Vader, the rise of the Galactic Empire just takes the cake as my number one movie of all time. Or favorite movie. Whatever the hell I titled this video. So yeah, that is my top 5 favorite movies. I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling on fucking about movies. And yeah, this is kind of where I want to take the channel. You know, we sit down, we talk, and we just discuss things we love. Movies, comic books, movie reviews, game reviews. We got more in store. Whatever you guys want to see, let me know. Have a good one. May the Force be with you always. And just be better. Just be better people. Peace.
Hey, so I forgot to include the last 2 fan segments that we do actually have. I don't know if I have the screenshots, but I asked who your favorite characters and their favorite sabers were, and we had Cam the Movie Man, which he hit 100 subs. Fucking congrats, dude. He said Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker's. Fucking amazing choice, dude. Love them. Love them both. Father and son. Great duo. Darth Christensen 17 said Anakin and Shins. Dude. Yes. But that's it for the fan segment. Like I said, hopefully one day we can bring them back and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, peace.